Hello and happy Monday, everyone. I hope your week is off to a good start. It's good to see you here on Facebook. I wanted to just hop on today because I've been really doing a lot of thought. Some of you know that I've just really been kicking my internet presence into high gear. I'm putting myself out there more, and as it happens when you're online more, you run into more negative people and internet trolls and the like. And I've been learning a lot from them lately. Um, and I've been, it reminds me of one of my favorite quotes from Jewish wisdom, which is, "Who is wise? One who learns from everyone." And the truth is, anyone can be your teacher. And in fact, some negative people turn out to be your best teachers. And as I've been out there, like mixing it up, putting, asking questions, putting out videos, reaching out to people on messaging, I've gotten a lot more like negative attention. And I was not really prepared for some of it. So, like, some of the comments are mostly harmless. They're things like, "Why are you focusing on relationships? You don't need a man to be happy," or "First, you have to love yourself," or "Get right with yourself first." And I can't like argue about the merit of that statement. I think that it's 100% the case that a relationship alone isn't going to make you happy and you have to start with yourself first, which is why in my coaching program I help people start with themselves first. But these comments don't really like respond to the context I'm speaking to either. I'm a bisexual woman, and I'm speaking to women who are straight and gay who want to find healthy, lasting love with a partner, many of whom are looking for a female partner. So of course they don't need a man to be happy. When they get a partnership, it's not going to involve a man. So there's that. They're not really speaking to my context, but why do these random trolls insinuate that the only reason for finding a partner is that you're miserable and that you think only a partner can save you? I most of my clients, none of my clients believe that. All of my clients are pretty happy people. They love their lives. Their lives are very full, and they just want someone to share it with. Some of my clients want partners because they know the science behind partnership. They know that people in happy relationships experience greater life satisfaction. They know that there are people in happy relationships have better functioning immune systems. They're sick less often. They know those things and they want those goods for themselves. They're plenty happy. They have great jobs. They have lots of friends. They have active lives. They travel. They're pretty large and in charge of themselves. They just want even more. And what's wrong with that? Other of my clients want partners for another reason, and I super love when I hear this reason. They want partners because they know there's a certain level of spiritual and personal growth that you can only achieve in a committed partnership. That if you're not in a committed partnership, it's just too easy to ignore certain things about yourself. It's easy to ignore your shortcomings. It's easy to work around them. That it's only when you have a partner rubbing up against your tender spots that you have your attention drawn to those areas that need a little bit of work or a little bit of healing. And honestly, if you happen to be listening to this and you really like, "Hey, I'm really into spiritual growth and personal growth, and that's why I want a partner," you're totally my person. So please reach out. But I've learned other things from the like super biblical, cynical people who reach out to me or we interact on messages and they say, "I'm not going to give up my independence and be taken advantage of. It would take a miracle for me to open my heart to love. Men just want a nurse or a purse, and I'm not interested." And I've heard that from more than one person. And the most recent one, like this one, just blew me away last week. "You just want to take my money and give me a rich man." Like, I'm not a matchmaker, that this is not at all my context. And I just, like, I don't know what to make of this, but that's the whole thing. I didn't know what to make of it. So I sat down and I gave it some thought. And what all of these kind of people, these really negative, cynical people, have in common is the idea that all relationships are toxic and purely transactional. That in order for them to be connected, they have to put themselves at huge risk, give up their individuality, and they behave as if their past pain is uniquely resistant to healing. That they alone have been so wounded that they'll never feel better, and relationships, like all relationships, are bullshit, and they're the only ones who are really included into this magical mystery. and they think relationships exist at the purely transactional level. And that makes me really sad for them. I'm sad for them. What does life look like through those eyes? They're missing so many things that are, for me, just like reality. They're missing the idea that healing is a feature of the universe. How do you know that? Because it happens all the time. You get a cut or scrape on your hand and it heals, and you don't like have to do a lot. It just sort of happens. You just have to not get in the way, not pick at it, not aggravate it, not put dirt in it, and it heals. Healing happens all the time. Emotional healing happens every day. They overlook that we're already bound up in a great web of relationships. We all need other people. Nobody is here totally on their own. We need other people to grow our food, to pack our food, deliver our food, get it into the grocery store, sell it to us, sew our clothes, clean our teeth, care for our health, heat our homes, build our homes. I needed that. I didn't build my own home, did you? Like, I needed someone to do all these things, right? And so I could live alone in that home that someone else built that I bought from someone whose job is to help me buy a house. But the reality is, I'm in a web of relationships all the time. There's no such thing as complete autonomy. To be at all is to be in relationship. None of us is capable of independently meeting our own needs. That's just not how life works. And these internet trolls who are messaging me, who are sort of maybe nasty with me and cynical even about me, they have a purely transactional worldview. They reduce a loving and abundant value exchange into something that you can put as just a monetary transaction. They're cynical about what I have to offer as a coach and why I'm offering it. They're 100% committed to seeing themselves as unlovable. And in fact, they think love isn't even real. So the idea that they could be lovable is crazy. When they see my posts and videos, they immediately think it's a scam because love is false. Nobody really loves anybody. They're not lovable. And so obviously, the only reason I'm here talking about relationships is I'm a scam artist. They can't imagine that I'm not offering them a quick fix. They can't imagine what I am offering them because their worldview, they're like colorblind to this thing that I see in the world, which is I want to help people connect with something so much more important. I want to help each of my clients connect with their pure, beautiful soul within, that part of them that in IFS is called self energy, that in Jewish tradition would be called neshama, in other traditions would be called the Buddha nature or the soul, that place where calm, clarity, compassion, and connection reside. It's where that's the only truth there is. And the fact that they can't see that makes me so sad for them, so sad for their self-limiting beliefs. Really, like, think about it for a minute. What does the world look like through eyes like that? Eyes that can't imagine love is real in the world. Or if it is real, it's not real for them. How hard must their hearts be? They're living in a prison of their own making, and somehow they feel righteous in their suffering, and they feel that because they're suffering, it's okay for them to spew that negativity at other people who have a different perspective. But back to my original point. What am I learning from all this? Well, I'm learning, actually, in a really weird and sort of painful way, that what I have to offer as a dating and relationship coach is way more necessary than I thought it was at first. There are so many wounded people out there. Relationships are broken. People have been hurt and they need healing. I'm learning that my clients, the people that I work with every day, who I already knew were super brave, are in fact brave beyond measure because they're surrounded by this negativity and cynicism every day. They hear this from their friends, they hear it from coworkers, they see it on social media too. And even though they see that, they commit to growth. Each of my clients is doing the hard work necessary to shift their mindset, to shift how they show up in the world, to learn new skills, to do relationships better every day. Nonetheless, even though it's scary and even though they've got all this negativity in the world, they take chances and they get the rewards. they have more self-confidence. They have a better outlook. They start to believe and actually even see evidence that they are lovable and people are wanting to love them. They have better experiences when they go out and date. They find potential matches that are of better quality. They have the best Christmas that they've had with their family in over 20 years. They're bringing different levels of connection to their families of origin. They're feeling different about how they relate to people at work. They're having deepening connections in every area of their lives. And what I've learned most of all is I am a hell of a lucky coach to draw each of these brave people into my orbit. So I just want to share with you all of my thoughts about what I'm learning from the negative people out there and the naysayers and the cynics and the skeptics. It's really hard to believe in love the way I do and to value relationships as much as I do and to have that be dismissed over and over again. But it isn't about me. It has nothing, they don't even know me, and they're clearly not listening to the whole video or watching many of my posts. I'm learning that there's a lot of pain and suffering out there, so much more than there needs to be. If you are resonating at all with this message, if you're seeing like, yeah, there's a lot of negativity, and actually my friends don't support having this kind of health, what I want to say is please reach out. I have a free group online where we're nurturing exactly this kind of community that can be about healing relationships. If you want to attend anything that I offer for free, and I do offer free webinars and free 5-day challenges, please reach out. I'll get you on my mailing list. I do have like a free book excerpt for you. I have meditation videos. I have all kinds of resources. If you want support, opening your heart again, helping yourself have better relationships, because the reality is to be at all is to be in relationship. And if you're in this negative place that these negative people are, you're just kind of spreading harm in the world instead of spreading healing and joy and light. And if you want to transform how you do relationships, I want to support you in that. If you know that the way we relate changes everything, I want to help you in that. So drop me a comment. Let me know that this is resonating with you. Let me know how I can support you on your journey to transform how you do relationships. Maybe it's about couples coaching. Maybe it's that you want dating coaching. Maybe it's something to do with work. But I have a lot of skills and I really want to know how to help you. So reach out and let me know. And I will do whatever I can to support you in healing the world one relationship at a time. Have a wonderful day, a great rest of your week, and I'm sure I'll see you in a day or two. Bye.